open it up to you guys. Anyone?
Question? Your general thoughts on the performance, particularly compared to Thursday night?
Very different games. I think obviously everyone saw the fatigue that both teams had in their legs. It's difficult. It's a difficult turnaround to play Thursday, Sunday. So it was a little bit more of a, I think, disjointed game than we would have liked. I think we had a little bit better possession on Thursday than we did today, and we're a little bit more dynamic on Thursday than we were today. But at the end of the game, the only thing that really counts is the score, and I thought scoring 2 goals in the fashion that we scored them, I think, was a very good outcome for us.
The fact that, was it a plan of yours to kind of press them, it seemed like you're getting a lot of open runs with Christine in the middle and just a lot of breakouts type of things. Was that a plan because of the fatigue factor?
No, that was not in the plan. And that's just part of the game at times. When you have fatigued legs, I think both ways. I think both teams gave up some counterattacks. And that's just the nature of playing Thursday, Sunday, and obviously Washington had to travel as well, so they had that extra added bit of fatigue in them too. But all in all, it's a tough turnaround. I think we played all right, but was it as high quality of soccer as we would have loved to play today? I don't think so. But we're very happy with the result.
Coach, you talked about the quick turnaround. From your point of view, as a coaching challenge, how much can you tweak between Thursday and Sunday? And did you try to tweak anything between Thursday and Sunday?
I didn't. You know, we gave a lot of people an extra day off. So we only had 1 training session, and some of our starters didn't even train that day. So we more did our tactical stuff in video and talking through it in team meetings than on the field.
The player that didn't seem to be too fatigued was Christine there in that first half. She really set the tone for you guys. Is that what you kind of expect from your captain, to get everybody else going in that way?
I mean, I can't say enough positive things about Sink. I mean, she does everything for the team. Anything that the team needs, she does it, both on and off the field. If we're needing more defense, you see her dropping in defending. If we need more attacking, she's pushing forward, trying to get the goal or get the assist or set up the attack. So not surprised by her effort and her spirit and attitude today at all.
Is that something you ultimately want? I mean, if you think about Sink dropping back or even playing this middle position that she's kind of just, behind the forwards, is that something ultimately that you want in the plan, say, a month down the road, 2 months down the road, considering her skills are generally forward?
I mean, that's the thing about Sink, is she can do both so well. I think today was the first day we saw a little bit more of an interchange out of her and Mana up front, which I'm very much encouraging, because Mana's very good in the midfield as well, one of the best passers of the ball on the team too. So I was very happy to see a little bit more interchange between the two of them, because I love Sink going forward, and I also love her in the midfield. I mean, she's great scoring goals, she's great at setting up the attack, she's one of the best passers in the world.
Can you talk a little bit more about Shem? She seemed to be really active today. Was that something you've been pushing her more to get more involved in the game throughout?
Yeah, I mean, Mana, I think every game has gotten better and better. She's typically a center midfielder, and I asked her if she would be willing to try forward. She hasn't really played forward in several years, so I think she's done a great job. Her first game up there was at DC, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. And I think every game she's learning and getting better. She's one of the kids, I point out something to her in the video, and then yesterday in practice I gave all the players 10 minutes on her own, and what does she do? She is working on the exact thing that I asked her to be better at in this game, and she was much better at it.
Coach, you mentioned the difference in possession between Thursday and today, and although you went into halftime with the lead, it did look like Washington was somewhat dictating play, especially over the last 20 minutes of the half. What did you tell your team at halftime?
I told them that obviously I knew that fatigue was an issue, and that we weren't going to be able to press defensively like we would want to, and that on the flip side of it, we have to do a better job of possessing. So when we do win the ball, we've got to keep it and try to conserve some energy and protect our legs, and so we could have it in the late minutes of the game.
Was that one of the issues in the late minutes of the game, the second half? It looked like you guys maybe scrambling a little bit on defense, putting balls out. Was that a key factor there?
I mean, that's just the nature of a team pushing tons of numbers forward, trying to get a goal, and us trying to defend it with our life.
Christian, you talk about the difficulty that a team like Washington possesses when they have one flank that has Allie Krieger and Dana Matheson. And obviously, they were looking to build down that flank, and they had some success in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, make no bones about it. Washington is a very talented team. I mean, you only talk about Diana and Allie, but all over the field they have quality players, and I think we saw that today. We were just fortunate to be able to get up in the first half and then to close it out in the second half when they were looking to push for that goal.
And you talked a little bit about Mana's virtues, but between Mana and when Angie was starting, isn't it at all a concern that you're not getting goals out of the second forward position?
I mean, would I have loved for everyone on our team to score goals? For sure. I don't really care where the goals come from and who scores them, as long as they get scored. I think Mana's doing a tremendous job. She helps us defensively, and she also is, I think her percentage rate is probably in the 85–90% rate that she keeps possession for us, which helps us build the attack and helps us get sync up the field and into the attack more.
It did seem like there were some times when the attack was miscommunicating. They didn't seem to be quite in sync. Is that a function of Shim?
Did you say in sync?
I did say in sync. But is that a product of Shim being new to that position? Is that a product of the three of them, the two of them not really having played that much together? I mean,
I think it's just a product of us only playing 7 games together. You know, it's going to take some time. I think at times, we have moments where we're linking up passes and we look dynamic and we look good and the timing is right and the quality of the pass is perfect. And then at times we don't. Maybe the timing of the run's good, but the pass is wrong, or we misread the run. And that's going to continue to happen until further into the season, and we really learn each other's tendencies and what everyone likes to do.
A couple of times early, Marion particularly got forward from the right back position, Nikki covering in behind. And it seems like that's something that in the preseason we talked about a lot, but we hadn't really seen very much through the first 6 games. How would you assess your team's current ability to get Marion, Nikki Marshall on the other side involved? Where would you like it to be and compare that to where you are now?
I think we're moving in the right direction. I love the interchange of positions. I like that all over the field and not just right back and right mid, but everywhere on the field. As I talked about Mana and switching positions a little bit, and you'll even see Nikki and Allie Long switching. You'll see Becky switching with Allie. So a lot of that, and then Nikki Marshall on the left flank with Allie Long as well. So I believe in having a fluid offense, and that I don't like to pigeonhole anyone to one position. You have to stay in this position the entire game.
Allie Long, she really helped set up that first goal with a great ball across the field. Is that the kind of play that you rely on her to make in the midfield? Is that kind of what makes her special in there?
Allie Long is one of the best playmakers in the game today. She sets up so much of the attack for us, and one thing that's looked past on her a lot is also her defensive pressure. Remember, she was on the flank with Diana Matheson and Allie Krieger attacking there, and I thought she did a great job today defending that.
Last one, any more?
Thanks, Cindy.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Angler.